right, so I know you ain't really drinking for real, but every episode of Bar Talk, this is how we start. We start with a shot before we even say anything, before we introduce, before we name call, before we do any of that. So, if you didn't know this, you know, I try to put everybody on. This is Milagro. You drink like Don Rip.
I don't drink nothing.
You don't. You said that. You don't drink nothing. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to get my shot. He don't drink nothing, so I'm not going to force him to drink nothing today, y'all.
Yeah.
But cheers. We'll do it with your coat. Cheers. Episode 15.
For sure. Let's do it.
All right, so welcome to Bar Talk, the Ultimate Nightlife Podcast, where you can get the best experience. It's real raw and uncut over here. It is episode 15. I'm gonna keep saying this because it sounds crazy. Every episode 15 is crazy. To be 3 going on 4 months in. But I have Scrip Brown. If you don't know, you know. He bring the hottest people to the cities, the best parties. Like, if you don't know about him, you probably don't been at one of his parties and just didn't realize it. But you know you had a good time.
Oh, yeah. We're going to keep the city lit.
That's for sure. I can give you that. Give you your flowers. For once, one thing I do want to start off with today is giving you your flowers. Because for sure, you are one of the top promoters. You're in that top 5. That's you, step that. Can't nobody else say that. You bringing the hottest people out here. I done said this on another episode before. Your not customer service, but your hospitality is through the roof. You never gave me bad vibes in the club. Anytime I worked one of your parties, you know, you made sure the girls were straight.
Oh yeah.
The people came, so regardless, we made money. So I will say, give you your flowers for that. You doing the damn thing. Keep doing that.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. You know, people be hating.
Oh yeah.
So don't stop for sure.
That's gonna come with the game.
I'm trying to tell you, they hate every time. So I want to start by you telling the people who you are, where you're from, you know, what you're into, and what's your aspect of nightlife. Like, what's your category in nightlife?
Oh, yeah. You know me. I'm Scrip Brown. You know, I'm all about just partying, vibing, making sure it's lit, making sure it's money to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never been just a person who just like to go to the club just to hang out. If I'm gonna go to the club, I want to try to make some money.
Y'all know that. I don't do it if I can't.
You know, like, I always been that way. Like, when I was younger, hanging out, I never been like a fun type person to really like to care for the club. So I'm like, shoot, if I'm gonna go and make it worth it. I gotta get something. Yeah, I gotta get something out of this year. So, you know, I started doing shows in Anderson and Spartanburg and stuff like that. So, you know, that's how I bumped into my partner, Kills.
Shout out to Kills.
You know what I'm saying? Free Kills.
Really,
you know
Free Kills, the biggest for real.
So, you know, I did my first show in Anderson, and we clicked up and was rocking from there. You know what I'm saying? So, I had a successful show in Anderson, made off of a $5,000 artist. I ended up making like 20. So that's why I kept going back and forth.
Y'all a little leeway now.
Kept going back and forth to Anderson. And then that's when my partner Kills was like, man, I'm doing the next shows with you.
Right,
and I was like, bet, because you know more people up here than me. You know what I'm saying?
Look at y'all now.
And it just went crazy. And we've been doing it ever since.
So when was like the year you started?
Ooh, about 2010.
10? I'm a kid. I was like 11.
Yeah, most definitely.
I was like 11. I probably couldn't even know
I've
close
been in the game.
to the club. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cool though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a long time.
Oh yeah.
That's a long time to be in the game and
being
still
consistent.
Being consistent,
it
you
ain't
know.
Nobody we ain't brought around here, literally.
No, I really can't say nobody that y'all haven't brought. I ain't gonna lie, like.
Exactly.
And y'all do bring the hottest.
Oh,
y'all bring the local.
Oh, yeah.
I say y'all support on every aspect. Like y'all bring local people out too. Y'all always give local people a shot, especially when y'all bring those big artists.
Understand it's a business at the end of the day. So
networking, I be telling y'all.
Kind of, it's still gonna. Some local artists give us a hard time because they feel like we charging them.
Right.
But they don't understand if an artist 40,000, 30,000, we gotta get something back, and we charging y'all 5,000 to 1,000.
And you
get 500 to 1,000.
You get to rub elbows with a star.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not just that you promoting yourself, putting yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You letting people, more people coming.
Bigger audience,
more people coming to hear you.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? So if they gonna gravitate to your music, here's your chance.
That's your chance. And see, that's another thing I say too, because I don't really have to. I haven't had too many people come on here and speak about artists too much either, other than my last episode. But artists, I feel like, don't take the chances that they should. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of artists nowadays are very entitled to what they feel like they should get, the clout they should get, the type of fame they should get, how quick it should come.
Yeah.
But they don't put that same type of, effort into it.
And it's like, I know a lot of artists here, and it's like, I do shows in Charlotte,
Right.
Clemson,
Right.
Anderson, Greenville.
And these small,
And these
big,
artists
small, big, yeah.
And these artists around here never be like, hey, let me come to the Charlotte show and open up, or let me come to Anderson and open up. They'll be like, when you do one in Spartanburg, let me open up.
And let me do it for free.
Why you want to do it in Spartanburg?
Yeah.
You branded at home.
The people already know you.
Exactly. Do it where people don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I be trying to put in their head. And, but they don't run with the game.
That's true. Yeah, no, and I always say that too. Networking, especially being in this industry, networking is everything. Like, that's literally the only way that you can build yourself in this industry is networking. Like, if you are not able to go in a room and find somebody to, conversate with, not make a deal every time you walk in a room, but find somebody to conversate with or link in with or something, anything.
Oh, yeah.
You might be in the wrong profession.
I can promise you, if I'm in that club or in that building, I'm in there either evaluating the space to see what I can bring to that building, or I'm in there checking out square footage or checking out how they is in that club, how the vibes is in that club or anything before I want to try to do something at that spot. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense though. It makes sense. I always said that too. I don't like going to the club if I'm not making money.
Exactly.
I do it maybe once or twice, just to be normal and have a social life because I am my profession. I do have to be social, you know what I'm saying? But if I wasn't a bartender, when I wasn't bartending, I was not in the club. I wasn't going out. I don't think I stepped foot in the club for months until I started working in the club again. Then I started going out again because people got to see my face. People got to know I'm working. They want to know where you at, where you been at, what you doing now. But I will say, like, being in the industry is hard personally for me to juggle everything, especially with me trying to branch out and do other businesses. So, like, do you have any other businesses that you do?
I mean, I'm hands-on with a lot. Like, I got the box trucking business I'm starting up right now. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner or whatever. Then, we always had the little car washing business or whatever like that. So, it's a lot of little stuff. Like I say, I got my hands in some stuff. But I always been a type person, I play the background and stuff. This been the most y'all done seen me promoting in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even post flyers or nothing like that. I don't really post what I do.
Facts. It was hard finding that Facebook page.
But I had to, being that my partner had just went away for a little while, you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta kind of step it up and kind of take over, kind of do a lot of little footwork that I wasn't doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I never liked my face being out there. I always play the background.
That is true,
but when I walk in the building, people would be like, I'm sure he got something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I never liked it to be the
just to be out there
or be the face. Like, I just like to count money.
And just see what I can get at the end of the day and be at the house and relax my nerves.
And like, I was on my Facebook and I said, man, I gotta go through and delete these flyers and stuff, man. Too many flyers on here.
Yeah, I have to. I try to make sure I go through every day and at least share other stuff so the flyers are balanced out with the regular posts because if I don't, it'll be flyers 75 posts and then a regular post and it's like nobody wants to come on your page to see that. Nobody wants to see that. But I will say you have kids.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with being in this industry? Especially with you, like you said, you travel, you do shows out of town. How do you juggle, being a father, working out of town, stuff like that?
That's comes with throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't in the club in the daytime, except for on, like, Sunday or something like that. Maybe it's Saturday day parties, but, I'm always going to be the father throughout the week or throughout every day, really. You know what I'm saying? But my kids, they do not like me being out at night, though. You know what I'm saying? They hate it.
I ask everybody that. So, like, do it make you feel the type of way?
It do, but it make me, at the same time, it make me be like, okay, I'm going to just go do this job and I ain't going to no after parties, no other bullshit. I'm going to get my ass back home.
Back to, because you don't want to hear that.
Your kids keep you grounded and keep you kind of, like,
Yeah, because I be on my
you
ass. I ain't even gonna lie,
Yeah, gotta make it back home.
Yeah, no, I don't even gonna lie. I got his location and everything. Yeah, like I called him yesterday and he didn't answer the phone. And I looked at his location. I'm like, you at home? I'm texting him like, why you not answering the phone?
Like I hate
he called me back.
Out.
He like, I'm in the shower. I'm like, oh my bad.
I hate being out about 4 in the morning if I ain't got nothing to do with that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to be at home before 2 o'clock. Really.
I ain't got them responsibilities, so I don't know. But I do understand because a lot of my friends do have kids, and they're definitely people that's like, you know, I'm at work. If I'm working, I'm working. But after that, you know, I know homegirls that don't work certain days just because it is. Like I know people that'll drop everything and just leave just because. I like that. Like people that can balance both of them because I see a lot of people in the club every single day.
If my kids could come to the club right now,
bring it with you.
They would be in there though, because they be asking to come.
My niece, she be calling me. She be like, just pop the phone up. I'm like, I can't hear you.
I be like, I'm going to work. They be like, can we come with you? Or I have them counting some ones, getting some ones ready or something like that, and they be wanting to come see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they know it's rappers and singers coming and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Also, another thing I want to say is I'm glad like people in the industry like change the stigmatism of going out, being in the club or working in the club, because like I know when I first started working in the club, like the people who were around me, that wasn't known for people, you know, to be working in the club. Like at that point, it was like, you working in the club, that's your last resort. But I liked it. I tried it, and it was just really fun. And now I see that's where I belonged the whole time. I never belonged in nobody's store doing none of that. I belonged in the club behind the bar. That's where I was supposed to be at. But I like how, you know, people are able to change that.
Times changing, period.
You know what I'm saying? You, like you said, you got your kids at the house counting the ones, and they can understand, like, you know, this is not just, it's not just fun, but it's also another job. It's another stream of income. Like, it's not nothing crazy going on in the club most of the time, you know? Most of the time.
Especially when you find that good club. That's why I say when I'm in a club, I'm in here just trying to check out the vibes, check out how security is, and you know what I'm saying, seeing if I want to do something at this spot, you know, or at that certain spot, you know what I'm saying?
I like the vibes here. It's real cool. Out of the places I've been, you know, I'm more in an era now where I'm tired of the club. Like I'm more of a lounge, chill spot. You know, I can put on more clothes. You know, be a little warmer.
And that's what we really trying to bring to Spartanburg. I want to kind of start getting on day parties, laid back.
Because people don't go out doing the day no more.
All the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to
go out at 11 o'clock.
Start bringing like TV hosts and stuff like that.
I've been begging.
Like, you know
I've been begging. You know what I'm saying? I've been begging for the TikTok stars. You know what I'm saying? Them people that just come and sit in the club. Them people.
And chill and kick it and
have fun and interact with the crowd.
And interact with people. You know what I'm saying? We like always got to be a rapper, because when I go to Atlanta, Charlotte, somewhere like that, that's what they got.
That's what they do.
Ain't always doing.
They don't do concerts every time. They do have a lot of hosts that come out. I definitely say that. I've been begging for that, but y'all folks don't know how to act. I say that. Y'all don't know how to act. With that being said, you know how people love to blame y'all when the party go wrong. Somebody get to fighting, somebody get to shooting. It's your fault.
But
you might have not even been in the club. It's still your fault.
I can still say at any of my events or our events, we ain't had no incidents, no bullshit, nobody getting shot. If you get into an argument, the security on your head, quick, you're getting up out of here. So I'm trying to keep it that way with security. Shout out to all security teams that I use for my parties. They keep it tight, they keep it right, gonna keep the money flowing. Therefore, the vibes gonna be right every time. I
will say that, I haven't had no problems in none of your events yet, but y'all love to blame people that don't have nothing to do with it. Y'all gotta stop doing that when y'all came in the club fighting. So it's my fault you was fighting? I don't know how that adds up to it.
Because it done been times I done seen people arguing that, and I walk up on them, they be like, not in here tonight, please. Like, here, let me go get both of y'all a drink. Go do this somewhere else after this party. Y'all. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, respect. You know what I'm saying?
But he be thinking about everybody when you say that. Y'all got to think, it's a lot of people on the clock in the club. One person fight, we shut the club down for the night. The cook out of money. The body girls, the bartender.
It's gonna affect everybody.
Nobody getting the same thing they thought they was getting. And the people that was partying, now they mad because they night over. They got to go somewhere else. Vibes got to restart over. I don't like that. So what's been your favorite party you ever threw? Like, party and then concert. Cause you done did some regular parties.
Man, I got 2 really. You know what I'm saying? For one, like I say, shout out to Big Business, Be Easy. You know what I'm saying? Long live Be Easy. That's my favorite event, the boxing.
The boxing?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something he started. We put it together and ran with it. I love to see the energy, a different type of energy.
A different type of energy. Y'all fighting for a reason.
Because it's really it's not just boxing. It's really like a vibe and a party as well. Because they playing music in there, people drinking.
They getting drinks, hookahs going.
You get to see a different entertainment. At the same time, it's a negative income being positive coming out as an outcome.
Right. Get some of that anger up off y'all.
If you had a problem with a certain person, you get in the ring, now y'all dapping it up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't no beef in the streets no more because if
be the whole thing.
It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorite events that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing I love about that too, not to stop your list, but just because it just recently passed.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I love how, you know, people pop out and they be like, well, I want to be in the next one. I want to be in the next one. And it's never like, they still be in the club with each other. They see each other in the club and they be like, I can't wait for us to get in the boxing ring.
And it be real problem. Like,
it be real big,
they talking junk on Facebook.
Yeah.
But
they save it for that date. They save it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, it kind of help out in the streets a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, because, like, I'm getting old. I ain't getting young. And I don't want to see nobody getting killed or in jail or bullshit no more. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like we got to keep the event going. You know what I'm saying?
And that's every event. That event I will say has done.
But my favorite show of all time, I gotta say Lil Durk when we brought Lil Durk to the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about your favorite city?
Favorite city? Spartanburg. I love my city.
I say that about Columbia. I love y'all to death. But like, okay, no, but I love y'all to death.
Spartanburg, I love my city.
Okay, I say that. I do love Spartanburg. This is where I make my money.
Where you start at, where you know, I get.
This is where I'm at.
You get a lot of support, and at the same time, you get a lot of hate. But you know, the hate turn to love eventually.
Eventually,
you know
like, you'll like me eventually.
People change. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say I wasn't a people person, but you know, I ain't friendly neither. You know what I'm saying? I don't really click with everybody, but I'm a cool, laid back type of guy.
Nonchalant, not really talking.
But now that I'm getting older, I just be wanting to be cool and let you know everything good. Ain't no pressure, ain't no nothing. Let's vibe
like OG status
out.
now,
you know,
ain't you?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
They calling you Unc in the club.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
They calling you Unc in the club. So, what about your favorite club?
Ooh.
Now, y'all don't feel no type of way because I asked everybody this, you know, but he said what he said. It's okay. We love everybody, but everybody got their favorite spot.
Like, my favorite, I ain't gonna lie to you, my favorite spot in Spartanburg it always have been, like, the same spot, 93 Kensington Drive.
Y'all know that.
So that's banging sidelines, Gravy's Grill,
Rehab,
Midtown, 93 Lounge, whatever you want to call it. That's that spot. Like, I always get good hospitality there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Good service there. You know, they love me.
It always been great vibes there,
No matter who owned the club or who got the club at the moment, they always gravitate to me and I gravitate back to them. You know what I'm saying?
I will say it's always been great vibes on 93 Kingston. We know how to get there and we know how to have a good time
there. Whichever name it is, 93 Kingston Drive, that's my favorite spot.
That's long as it's there and it's open, I'm in there, so what about, you know, dealing with relationships? Because you engaged.
Yeah.
My girl Portia, shout out to my girl Portia. You know, the prettiest, the hottest in the city. Yeah, y'all love her. I love her. I don't know if y'all love, but I do. I know you love her.
Yeah,
real bad.
For sure.
So, you know, the club scene be, you know, it's 2024. People do a lot. You know, how do you keep these folks away from you, you know, and be respectful?
Man, that's a struggle right there that I go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta hear about it sometime, but you know, it's all part of my business, my job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to lead nobody on or be real flirtatious with them, but you know, I kind of gotta be a people person and communicate and engage in a little conversation here and there. You know, kind of, you know, I don't want to be an asshole or seem like a
Yeah, because you gotta be nice,
life.
nice to a certain extent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I know, because it's like, a lot of people say it's hard. Some people say you can't do it. Some people say it's possible. Some people say it ain't. It's like,
so, you know, and then everybody be like, oh, he the one throwing the party, so they try to get close to you to try to get in free or get some free shit.
Yeah.
And you know me, everybody tell you, it ain't going with me. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people y'all know I done brought on the podcast. It's not going for it, y'all.
I get into it with people every time I'm at that door or something, or you know, it be an argument or something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
no, because I can't.
We get through it though.
I keep telling y'all, coming to that door, telling people, oh, this I know such and such. So do I.
Exactly.
So do I. But I'm on the clock, and you're not getting in free.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. Also with that, like, how do you deal with these people? Like, how do you continue to give these people what they want? Like you said, consistently for so long. How do you continue to give these people, after all the complaints, you know?
At the end of the day, it becomes like you get immune to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even become a problem no more. It just be something you expecting now. Like,
you don't even hear it no more.
Like, I know this person, I'm gonna have to hear a complaint at the door about a price or something like that, or
right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it just become natural after so many of them. Like, I ain't finna argue with you no more. All I'm gonna say is either you can come in or you can go.
It's
you know what I'm saying? I try to make it work for everybody. If you might not got the full amount what we charging, I ain't gonna turn no money around. But you know, I ain't gonna turn everybody around if they trying to.
Yeah, because people be trying to finesse though. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had people come to the bar like, I ain't even got no money, and then you like, man, just give it to me. And then they pull out.
So I try to be, you know, kind of for everybody, really. You know what I'm saying? It done been people I don't like that come, and I still look out. Like, I don't. Now
that's being grown.
Yeah,
that's being grown.
You know
and that's something I've been grown to do too. Yeah, being able to be in the same room with people that you know you don't like, but it's like, what's
I can guarantee you, if it's a problem me and a person got, I can guarantee I ain't the one who started it all. The one who don't like that person.
Yeah, because it's like I don't have enough energy for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
I never have enough energy to be keeping up beef, especially not beef. I don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
I be too high. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I be way too high to even.
I ain't even high. I'm just. Cool,
you just nonchalant.
You know
he nonchalant. I'm telling y'all now. I be way too high. I do not remember that stuff. So just go to sleep on it, baby. Just let it go, cause I did. What about like upcoming shows? Like anything?
We got a lot of stuff lined up. As you know, we got Rich Homie on the 27th in Midtown.
And I'll be in there.
We got Pleasure P in Greenville on the 27th at Upstate Hookah.
Okay.
We got some shows that we lining up currently. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to figure out who all we want to bring, and you know we got the hottest day parties on Sundays in Palmetto Willis and Greenville.
Y'all had them jumping. I ain't even gonna lie, from the inside to the patio. Yeah.
Then we take it to Visions on Sunday night or whatever.
Oh, y'all be on tour.
Yeah, for sure.
I miss them days. Yeah.
So you know we got a lot of stuff that we tweaking right now up there in Greenville that we finna turn up. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I'm trying to branch off to.
Greenville?
Okay.
Greenville do be hitting. It's just the drive for me. I can't drive that far and get as drunk as I want to. Just to be safe, because no drinking and driving.
Most definitely.
What about my homeboy Kills?
Man,
I'm sad my boy not here.
I'm ready to phone the call, because, man, he got his phone took recently, so I ain't talked to him in a while. But he left me out here with all this work to do. Like, this was him.
Yeah, see,
like, I got texts to reply to, inboxes to reply to. Like, I ain't
now they on your neck,
I ain't never do none of that, man. Like,
parties plus making sure they checking on him too.
It make me appreciate him, because me and him used to argue so much, and he'd be like, nigga, I'm the one doing this, not you. And I really wish he was. You know, I see what he was doing.
Yeah, now you understand.
But he gonna get back to it though.
Oh, like, for sure.
He gonna be working behind the wall with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be long before he
can take some of this off your back.
Yeah, before he can take it off my back. You know what I'm saying?
But that's no. So the last time you talked to him, you know, how was he doing? You know, he in good spirits.
Oh yeah, he in great spirit. He like, man, it ain't nothing. I'm in here chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he don't
like,
then
he got a good support team. He got his sister Kaja, brother Bucci, got his homie Stacy, other homie Ball.
Shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? He got a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Got a good support system.
You know, he got a great support system. So you know, like it's gonna keep rocking, regardless.
Yeah, cause you know that's just like that's your best friend.
Yeah,
that's your best friend gone. So I know it's not only that. Like you got people calling you, checking on him. You got people calling about parties, and then it's like y'all calling me like this, but I ain't got my best friend. Like,
and at first, you know, I was kind of like, man, I'm finna fall back.
Yeah, I was like, how was you taking it? Yeah.
Then you know the homies were like, nah, man, you gotta keep the shit going. Y'all keep it going. We got you. We going. We still gonna go in.
Yeah, you gotta go strong for him, cause cause you know he wouldn't have never stopped. I know he been there making people laugh, cutting up,
definitely,
cracking jokes,
definitely,
playing all day,
telling them about all the parties,
everything he doing. You know what I'm saying? How he always standing on business.
He like Ray off of life in there. Right?
Yeah, he having a good time.
About the boom boom rooms and all this.
Yeah, I already know he having a good time for sure. So like nightlife, I always ask people this: like, how do you feel about nightlife? Okay.
Yeah, eventually it do cross my mind a lot that I be wanting my own spot or whatever. Like that's what it be all about, getting your own club, venue or something like that. But then it'll cross my mind that I don't want my own spot because then therefore I gotta put up with a lot of the BS that I don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like far as things happening at the clubs, that's a liability on your hand now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got people, workers, all kind of stuff now.
So you know, like I don't want to have to be back and forth in the club every day or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You already said the kids mad already.
I would have to have a good manager to manage the
club.
Them
hard to find. Yeah.
And when it come down to trusting people with your money, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's like I be like, I'm this close to getting a spot, then I be like, nah, I'm gonna just keep.
Yeah, because you could have been had a spot for sure. Yeah, you could have been had a spot, but you probably would have been way more stressed out. You probably would have had a lot of gray hair. Just to let you know now. Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you a story, man. We went to before Midtown got Midtown, Bell 93 Lounge. We tried to get that spot. Being who I used to be in the streets, they said we couldn't turn it into a club.
Right.
So that made me start thinking too, like, they ain't gonna let me have a successful spot right there. So it's best I don't even try to get a spot in Spartanburg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gave you a pre-warning right then. Yeah.
They told me I couldn't get it and make it into a club, but a month later, it turned into the new 93 Lounge, and it's a club.
Yeah,
so I'd rather just keep renting from everybody just to keep my name down and keep everything down.
You may be coming out more better than some people is, because most people don't understand that. Like when people open clubs, like Midtown, not an example, because Midtown came from one building to another, but most people that open up these new clubs, they're in the hole for a year, two, sometimes 3 years before they even break bread. Like owners never making money till year 2, year 3. Workers making money, of course, because they making on hand money, but they not getting that funds back.
But you always want to upgrade your club and stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing Midtown do. They always upgrading and new renovations. Like right now they redoing the outside patio.
Yeah, so we're gonna be outside on the patio tonight, y'all.
It's gonna be day parties and stuff like that coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the vibes $2 Tuesday night.
Yeah, $2 too. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I just got off the phone with you, and they said they opened up the patio tonight. So sounds like a great time.
And it's gonna be the first brunch again starting Saturday.
I seen that. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
At the town, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the town, yes. I love the new names we come up with everybody. I like how everybody get a little name. It's never the name that's on the building for real. But the vibes, I will say, in Spartanburg compared to when I got here to now is, it's a lot of different places. Like, I really don't feel like no club is the same right now.
That new spot downtown gonna be the one though, Collabo.
I wanna go, but I'm not old enough.
Damn.
Fuck. I feel like
that's gonna be the spot though.
Yeah, I feel like if I go in there and show I'm, responsible.
And I guess because I'm a little older, that's gonna be my spot.
I want to get in there so bad. Telling people I know how to act, and I don't be showing out, and I don't be dancing on people's cheers, and I know how to put on heels. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to, relax with the old heads, get a good vibe. Because the kids don't know how to act nowadays.
Most definitely.
I get tired of hearing Sexy Red all day.
Oh yeah.
And yelling. And I get tired of hearing that. I don't want to hear that every day.
Most definitely.
So like, what about out of town vibes? I see a lot of people now that are opening up clubs are bringing those Atlanta and Charlotte vibes to Spartanburg. Like, it make you feel like you're going out of town, which I love. Like, you know, a night out and you really just down the street.
What's this?
I like that. Like,
yeah, me too.
And if you had to start a club, I know you said you thought about it, you thought you wasn't gonna do it. What kind of vibe would you go towards? Like,
I would go more so on like a lounge restaurant where you playing music, get to come in and eat, the food good, and you can come from morning till 2 in the morning.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, them the spots I like to go to, like, just that, like, Stats in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go in there no matter if you go in the morning to night, you can get food, party, listen to music. Like, I'm talking about full course meals.
Great food. You know they in there serving lamb chops and lobster.
That's the kind of vibe we need around here where you can come and get steak, potatoes, lobster tail, shrimp, whatever, mashed potato, real meals.
We just need y'all to act right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just need y'all to act right, you know? And another thing I want to talk about too is because, you know, I always got to bring in like the most recent Facebook arguments. It's like people saying that the young kids is the ones that's stopping the people from opening clubs. Yeah. The old people the ones from stopping the clubs. It's everybody. I don't think it's just one certain age group. It's everybody. Yeah. The kids don't know how to act Sundays, and then sometimes the old people don't know how to act Sundays.
Because one thing about it, if you see them finna engage in something, like, try to stop it.
Be vigilant.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a spectator, like, don't just pull out your phone and wait for it to happen. Now your spot gonna be shut down, then y'all gonna be on Facebook complaining. We ain't got nowhere to go or whatever, when you could have been the one jump in the middle of that and be like, hey, y'all chill, you know what I'm saying?
Or stop waiting until you see somebody in the club to want to beef with them.
Exactly.
You know you've been beef with them forever. Like, you know how to find these people. Most of y'all in the same city with each other. Like,
you know everybody's neighborhood or where they
come on now. And if you really wanted to, you probably on Facebook with them. Just meet up somewhere if it's really that deep. But waiting until you get into somebody's hard work establishment that they done put together, other people's jobs in jeopardy. You know,
tearing up people's shit.
You know, just doing wrong shit.
Breaking tables and chairs.
Standing on people's chairs and shit. Yeah, no, I don't like that. So another thing I like to ask people is like, what are your cons of the club? Like, what's like your pet peeves that you hate in the club? I need 5. Whether it's like you just in the club chilling on the night out or you actually working. So that can mean like customers, workers.
Customers definitely can be a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, complaining, like
about everything.
I done heard. See, I don't got my own club, but people done came up to me and be like, man, is the liquor real, or I ain't getting drunk, or this, that, and the third. Is always something with some liquor or some bottle prices.
Then you get too drunk and say the liquor fake. It's like, what you want?
Exactly. Like, you can't satisfy everybody.
You can have a Don Julio factory in the back back of your club, and then people still gonna say it's fake.
The main pet peeve nowadays, re-entry fee.
Stop going outside.
Quit going outside, because you know we know you going outside to hit your bottle and come back in.
Come on now, just buy you a drink already.
Just buy it from the bar.
Buy you a drink already.
Or they try to come in the club early before the show, pay the cheap price, and then try to leave and come back with their bracelet on. Nah, you gotta pay to get back in.
No, you gotta pay that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And most clubs don't charge up about $5, $10 to get back in.
Yeah, they try to cheat you some type of way. They try to come up with a way to
anything. They be like, well, I had to go out there. I left my phone in the car. All this, that, and other. You use Cash App to get in here. So I know you don't leave your phone in the car. I'm one of them type of door girls. You can't leave me at the door.
Exactly.
Because I'm not going for none of that. And security around me be knowing I'm not going for none of that. I ain't doing too much yelling. I ain't doing too much arguing.
I don't really have too many, you know what I'm saying? I don't got too many pet peeves.
Yeah.
Like, I done just gave them, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't get on stage with the artist or whatever.
We be asking that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like,
let me get up there.
Yeah. But the dancers be the worst, though.
Woo! Yes.
That's the pet peeve.
My God.
Just made it now at the shows, no dancers on stage. Now, like, if the rapper don't point you out personally, no dancers up here, period.
I'll say this, especially when it comes to that, because as a bottle girl, it is so hard to get through the customers, and then you get to the stage, and it's 20 dancers on the stage. Yeah. And you're like, my God, what are y'all doing? And then y'all just standing there looking.
Most definitely.
Begging. Gimme. mean? It's like, can I just drop this bottle off? I want to get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, that is one of my pet peeves too.
So, you know, that'd be it right there.
So, do you prefer the club or the strip club?
I prefer the club, but like I say, Kills brought the strip club entertainment into the business when we do the shows.
Right.
So then we start getting more money. It started accumulating more money there.
I love the strip club. I
was like, bump it. Fuck it, let's turn it into strip clubs when we bring the artists.
You know, sometimes I be mad at y'all about that. I do. Yeah. I be mad. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You know, I do be mad at y'all sometimes. Because, you know, when the strippers come, it's like people forget to tip the people that's working for real. You know, and it'd be like, dang, I get they in here half naked, but I am running you 17 bottles tonight, sir. And I didn't get $5.
But hell, every time I order drinks, I give money and never get my money back.
No, not that they taking your change.
I feel like the tippers and the waitress already getting paid when they see me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because
I don't never get no change. And you know what I order? A soda every time.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Because I know you done gave them $20.
$2-3 and I give them a 20 and I don't see them no more.
Now y'all need to stop doing him like that. That's crazy for real. That y'all don't do him like that now. That ain't cool. Cause you know I done had people say that too though. They be like, people don't even give my change back. Yeah. But I done had people yell at me for giving them change back. They be like, why you bring it back? It's like, it's your money. Like, you want to just keep it without saying that?
But I think most people really do be already expecting like, I ain't getting no change back because unless they pay you with like $100 bill or something. You know what I'm saying? If it's a 20,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm giving somebody that dollar bill.
And a drink $14. I ain't expecting you to walk through 100 people squeezing through saying excuse me and all that for my $6. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be surprised who looking at you when you come back in that section like, you got them $2 I had for you? Yeah, oh, okay. You be like, what? Or you bring them back, you know, bring them back their change and then they be like, you got change for the 10 and they be like, I done brought you 7 drinks tonight. You want change for this 10? You can just give me that 10?
Definitely.
I done brought you. You give me like $1 a drink.
Most definitely.
And $3 extra. That's it. Yeah, so I will say, from back then to now in the club scenes, money, dancers, customers, it's been a different change, a different vibe. But I still like it though. I vibe with it. If you had to go any other route other than, you know, being in the nightlife, what route would you have chosen? Like if you could like snap your fingers and be successful in it right now today.
If I could snap my fingers and be successful in any other business, it would be like artist manager, like rappers and music and stuff like that. Cause that was my calling for a while. I tried it, and you know, like I guess I just was dealing with the wrong artists. Like I want consistent. Somebody who want to live in the studio and that I put my money.
You can't put confidence in everybody though.
But it's like everybody end up going to jail or everybody end up like not getting. They lose focus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hey,
they didn't want it hard enough.
If they losing focus, I'm gonna lose interest. So therefore, I'm not gonna waste my time.
I can't care more about your life than you care about yours. That ain't how that works. So another question. You don't question about his babies? Y'all done?
Nah, we done.
Y'all done?
We got two girls.
When y'all get married, bro?
Hopefully next year.
All right, y'all ready?
My mom house arrest. She get her bracelet cut off, so then she'll be able to.
She better pull up. Okay, that's all we waiting on. Okay. Can I get an invite?
For sure.
Okay, you know, I don't want to work. I want to sit in the crowd.
It'll definitely be lit. Y'all already know.
Oh yeah, I love weddings. If anybody know, I'm gonna ugly cry. So please tell the photographer don't take no pictures of me because Kayla got me bad at her wedding. I ain't even gonna lie. Got me real bad at her wedding. I cried the whole time. Yeah, I love weddings. It's so I love black love. I love seeing y'all out. Y'all always out together.
Oh yeah.
Y'all always a big vibe. You support her business. Yeah. So let's shout out Portia real quick.
Oh yeah.
Tap in with her. She got the bundles, the wigs. They everywhere. The clothes, yes. It's tresses.
Yeah.
Tresses. Essential tresses.
Yeah.
So y'all tap in with her. She always has stuff on hand. It's called Her Shoebox. Her Shoebox Clothing, where she sells clothing brand, her clothing brand. Y'all can tap in with her. My girl do have the cute stuff. I need to get me a fit for work later on this week, matter of fact, so I need to call her. But with that being said, like, are you in like any collaborative brands with anybody, or you like no?
I don't really get into the clothing like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can put that shit on though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely do that, but you know, a lot of people be trying to get me to collab, but I do got a brand that we just started dealing with or whatever. And for sure, shout out to my homie Coop with his upcoming brand called Cozy Demon. That brand gonna take over 2024.
Y'all heard it here. I keep telling y'all, people keep marking stuff on this page, and it's gonna be true.
Cozy Demon gonna be the brand that you wanna get in.
Tap in, all right. I have a lot of clothing brands. That's just because I like to support a lot of black brands, and if I don't have to find an outfit and you done gave me one that's whole already, I love it. So as always, shout out to Really Rich Money for the outfit today. Also shout out to McQueen Beauty, of course, myself. You know, we still running prom specials this month and next month. Also shout out to Bar Talk.
Oh yeah.
As always, you know, the best podcast.
Let's do it.
Those May dates are dropping tonight. May dates are dropping tonight. I'm literally gonna drop them as soon as I turn this live off. So that means June is open. So for y'all that keep yelling at me in the club when I'm drunk, knowing I'm drunk, this is your time. Get me today before I get drunk at $2 Tuesday, and I hit you up tomorrow. But June dates are not open. We can get to it. But I will say I appreciate you for pulling up as always. And we're gonna end this one. I'm gonna take a shot. I know you're gonna take a shot, but I'm gonna take a shot.
Do your thing.
Oh my God, it's in that in my cup. So we're gonna take
Make sure y'all pull out the $2 Tuesday tonight.
And Midtown for sure.
Make sure y'all pop out the White Mike party.
Oh yes, for the reunion. Y'all know I'm in there. Y'all know that's why I started.
Party.
Yeah, y'all know that's why I started. As always, at rehab. So for that rehab reunion, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be on the patio, the front, the back, the roof.
Definitely.
I'm be in there all. We're gonna end this with saying free kills because
free my boy.
He
free
coming home
nephew
soon.
Too. You know what I'm saying?
And when he get out here, he gonna stand on business. Gonna put his foot on y'all necks. The shit don't stop just because
he
not here.
Put his foot on their neck while he in there.
That's what I'm saying. The shit don't stop. So when he get out, it's just gonna be. You ain't gonna be able to breathe for real then. Exactly. So with that being said, like I said, I appreciate you for coming out. We're gonna go take a shot. Let's do it. First shot on me when we get there. They ain't with $2, but that's why it's on me.
Exactly. $2 before 12. Huh?
Right. So get there, beat us there.
Yup.